Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to It's All About Deep House with the one and only, the Deepest. Welcome to Let's Go Deep podcast. If you're a first time watcher, please enjoy the content and make sure to subscribe if you are very much interested into it. So, on today's agenda, we are going to be reviewing a project by Mlar and UrbanSax that was just recently dropped on Friday titled Hidden Groove. It's a 3-track EP that features a variety of good music and good tracks within it. Small EP, small number of tracks, but when I tell you, it is deep house that you need on your playlist. So the track that we're gonna firstly check on is track number 1, which is titled House in Matateni. This is a track that you solely need to have on your project or on your playlist or everywhere. If you're a DJ, if you're a listener of music, you need to have this track. Just have a listen to it. The track is titled House in Matateni by Mlar and UrbanSax, as well as featuring Kanzo and Snazzy SA. Now, let's get on to my favorite and hopefully your favorite new segment in the show that we have in this episode that we have today, which is called The Breakdown. So, here on The Breakdown, we're going to be deep diving and reviewing the specific track, breaking it in components and elements in order to describe its sensational feeling and probably to help you understand music as well, because we are learning here. It's not just about content, but you know, getting a bit of music theory here and there so that you and I are well informed in future. But let's look upon the breakdown for House in Matateni by UrbanSax and Mlar. So you're gonna be looking upon three components: the bass line, chords, as well as the melody. Now let me start off with the bass line. In most essential tracks or regular tracks, a bass line is structured in a specific form and a well specific structured form of patterns that just run to give the track a bit of oomph and life towards it, to make it breathe, to show that it is something alive. But in this track specifically, it takes a huge turn that we are going to discuss with you. See, the bass line in this track just plays a role of a melodic chord that sets a destination for the track itself. What do I mean by that? They altered the bass line into forming this melodic harmonic chord by means of adding a lot of saturation to it and create this more aggressive distortion. I know I said a lot of big words maybe to others or words that needs explanation. What I'm specifically referring to is the timber color. And when I speak about timber color, I speak about what I trying to learn in terms of music theory. They speak about and the harmonic distortion added to a sound to either, oh, I'm wrong. When we speak about timber color, we speak about the saturation added to a sound to create a form of imaginary, quote unquote, feeding or color in this instance to make it a practical example to understand and comprehend properly, which could be bright, dark, warm, light, all the sense of colors that we know of. And in this instance, when we speak about the bass line in particular, they add a lot of saturation towards it to give it this more aggressive distortion, this more life. Because the bass line in this track, if you heard it yourself, I hope you put on headphones, you were able to pick up that it's more than just a typical bass line. It is a chord. It is a functioning chord that plays a harmonic sense towards it, to the track itself. Interesting. Quite cool, if I would add myself. And then going to the second part, which is the chords. Now, a track like this is, especially with a lot of collaborators and producers instilled within it, has a dense amount of chords present. It has a dense amount of chords, to be quite honest. Chords, because the chords, which are properly composed by the unique individuals, form a harmonic feeling towards it. See, I know I said a lot of words, maybe that just didn't make sense. But to properly explain it and explain to you guys, each chord in this track is carefully composed by each producer to create this warm form of color. The timber color that I was referring to, that creates tension, showing that the track and the whole components are moving forward. See, one thing that in production producers upcoming and well established sometimes forget is the importance of tension. When I refer to tension, is referring to the fact that a track is moving forward, because you may establish a lot of elements, patterns, chords, all those stuff, but they may have a constant feeling, creating a dull, vague format of a track that's not going anywhere and leading forward, if you know what I mean. So in this instance, what UrbanSax, Mlar, Kanzo, as well as Snazzy SA, because each individual established their own chords, this track is dense and thick in terms of chords, and they made sure that they create a tension, a movement, a flowment of which the track is going for, which is a unique aspect and something that you, if you're an upcoming producer or just a music lover, need to pay attention to when listening, because those things sometimes can have a ripple effect in terms of the music outcome that you want. It's nice to hear. And now, lastly, the last part, which is the melody. Now, when I refer to the melody, I'm just referring to the emotional sensation that is evoked from the specific music or song that you're hearing. So, taking into account everything that we just mentioned, from the chords, the bass line, the format, the structure, and everything that you heard from this track, the melodic structure of this track creates an emotion of perseverance and determination, if I could put it in that sense. While this may vary to some listeners and viewers or people who consume this track, maybe you hear some form of different type of emotion. But what I've picked up specifically is that this track creates, quote unquote, the feeling of, quote unquote, keeping on moving. That feeling of perseverance, fighting, just moving forward. You're down and about, and you're at the point where you're like, let me just give up. But one thing about this track, it pulls you together so that it can create this motion of just continuous resilience and perseverance towards the goal or the future that you want for yourself. And that's a unique component about this track that just delivers a very beautiful sensation. Now, the overall EP itself, Hidden Groove, 3-track EP. I know, short in number, but very, very, very distinct in taste. What do I mean by this? So this project and the way they structured it as well, by means of layering each track, they made sure that it sets a tone. Because we start off at a perseverance format, go to the deep house and well-established format of like a feeling, a sensation of you've reached your task, you're in the grind. Now just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and eventually nice ending towards it. Then put it in color formats just to paint a picture to you guys. Start off at a light tone, then we go dark, and then everything just goes blank by means of underground deep house, grooviness, motion, every consistent word that I could mention, or every form of word that I could mention that just tries and deliver this tone of like we're moving, we're grooving, which is feeding a sensation of deep house music. And it is a unique collaboration, to be quite honest, one that I didn't expect, and it turned out well. Each individual shared their own unique aspect, and they were given the space to breathe and just feel the sensation of what music production is. I love that. An overall rating I'll give to this album, a nice 7.5 out of 10. I wish it could have been more, definitely more tracks, so that we just continue with this sensation and feeling, but the right number and created the right form of attraction that we wanted. Nice. Shout out to Mlar and UrbanSax. I know UrbanSax is sounding so wrong right now. I'm trying to best pronounce it. This is not my native tongue, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of It's All About Deep House. And I hope you guys really enjoyed what we provided Let's Go Deep content. Please go check out a vlog that we last posted 2 weeks ago that I just require you guys to view as much as you can. You'll quite frankly enjoy, because there's an interview for you there with your favorite producer that you need to check out. But in all, I hope you enjoyed Let's Go Deep podcast, and I hope you can share in the comments yourself. What do you think about this track? Go listen to the full EP and come back here in the comment sections and you tell me and give me your version of the breakdown for this track. It's your boy, the one and only, the deepest, and we're gonna sign it off here. Peace.